Unknown to most of us who live up here on the land, a whole world of
mermaids
and
mermen
live deep in the ocean. The ruler of all these wonderful beings is
Triton.
and his daughters, each with a beautiful singing voice. As each daughter came of age, they were
allowed to visit the surface and see humanity and return with tales of their wondrous contraptions.
They eat such disgusting food in such horrible plastic bags.
said the first one when she returned,
All they do is lie on the beach looking and scream.
remarked the second when she came back. The littlest mermaid had been listening to her sisters for years and didn't know what to make of all this crazy human behaviour,
I really must see for myself.
she thought. So when her father said it was
Your turn to visit the surface.
she didn't even bother to check the weather forecast and rose straight into a huge storm. As she tossed around in the surface waves, she noticed a ship in the distance, itself fighting the storm. And as she watched, the storm grew stronger and tipped the boat into the ocean.
Oh no!
She cried, knowing that the humans with their useless legs would be helpless in the rough sea.
I must help.
Most of the crew clung onto the broken bits of ship, but one handsome man floated unconscious in the sea. The mermaid quickly swam to him and carried him, unconscious, to the beach where she waited, out of sight to make sure that he would be found. While he slept, she sung to him, until finally another woman discovered him, and the mermaid quickly returned to her undersea kingdom. Meanwhile, the man, who turned out to be,
Prince Eric of Terra Firma!
assumed that the woman had rescued him and fell immediately in love with this saviour, in spite of a nagging memory of
Yes, stop!
the Little Mermaid, now quite obsessed with humankind, and in particular the prince, vowed to return to him, so sought the help of a sea witch. The witch, always jealous of the mermaid's voice, made a deal with her.
I will grant you 3 days as a human in return for your voice.
She croaked in her horrible own voice.
But if you cannot make this human fall in love with you within that time, you will return to the sea and your voice will be mine forever.
The Little Mermaid, desperate, said,
I agree.
but as she tried to confirm just how the prince might prove his love, she found her voice whisked away, trapped in a magical necklace around the witch's neck, and then it was gone with the sea witch in a puff of seawater. Unable to speak, the mermaid returned home and immediately fell asleep, but the following morning she awoke on the beach where she had left Eric, only with legs. She leapt to her new feet and tried to cry for joy, but no sound came out. Frightened by the strange journey ahead, but determined, she walked up the beach towards where Eric had gone with the human woman. After a short time, palace guards came upon her, and finding her unable to explain her strange appearance, said,
You're coming with us to the palace!
When she saw Eric, she broke the grip of the guards and ran towards him as best as her new legs could carry her. Eric was taken aback, but found her unusual dance
Enchanted!
and had the guards release her.
What is your
He
name?
asked. Replied the Little Mermaid, unable to respond with her voice trapped miles beneath the sea.
This is very confusing.
But the prince was still
Intrigued by the strange girl.
and said,
Please come to dinner
the mermaid
tonight.
was overjoyed and nodded hastily to confirm her acceptance. However, later when she arrived at the dinner, she faced not the one-on-one dinner she'd expected. To her dismay, the girl she had allowed to take credit for Eric's rescue was seated right next to him and introduced as
My wonderful fiancée, the woman who saved my life and will be my wife.
heartbroken. The mermaid fled the palace in silent tears and dove back into the sea to confront the sea witch, who had tricked her. Unfortunately, her new human body and choice of togs was ill-equipped for the sea world, and as she swam downwards, her breath disappeared from her body and she drifted into unconsciousness. Fortunately, before the life drained from her, her father discovered her and her,
Human
he
legs!
explained,
Only the sea witch could have
his
done this!
anger immediately apparent.
She must answer for this crime!
When he eventually found the witch, he demanded,
Return my daughter to her rightful form!
she countered and conjured a terrible storm around them. Triton fought back, and soon the tempest raged so wildly that even Eric's inland castle was buffeted by 100-foot waves. As the witch's energy sapped, her spell weakened and the mermaid woke again, still without her voice, but in her original ocean-friendly body. And just in time, as Eric's kingdom was also being
piece by piece into the sea by the storm.
until even his castle was smashed, and the poor prince again found himself at the mercy of the ocean. The mermaid, sad but still in love, flew through the water to save him, and this time he was conscious enough to finally realise.
That's the beautiful girl inside her when I was first.
As Eric was marvelling at the stunning creature, the sea witch, realising that she was defeated at the hands of Triton, tried to escape with her last precious possession, the mermaid's voice necklace.
I don't love this one, Titan, but I'll be back.
But even as she spoke, the little mermaid's voice gave her away. Eric recognised and instantly realised what had happened. As the witch tried to swim past, he grabbed wildly at her and in doing so broke the necklace from around her neck and sent it spinning in the air. A flurry of hands reached for it, but the little mermaid thrust with her powerful tail and recaptured her voice.
Finally, I'm back to myself.
She exclaimed. Eric was overjoyed.
I'm a hero. I have saved the day. Now I get the exotic mermaid girl as well.
But the mermaid sisters and their younger sister just looked at each other and said,
I don't think so, Eric.
the little mermaid said,
I'm gonna think to be heavy.
and they all swam away to other adventures, leaving a soggy Eric sitting forlornly on the beach.